Hey guys, so day after surgery, it was supposed to be originally 1:30. I didn't get in until 2:30 when they finally did it. And it was an hour and a half procedure. It went smoothly. Um, my voice doesn't sound as bad as it did. I was really hoarse last night because they intubated me after I asked them if they were going to, and I was told no. But between the hoarseness and the soreness, and I'm still sore, it hurts to swallow. And I don't look. Can you see this? Yeah, that's the first question I asked when I came to, was what happened here. And apparently I clenched during surgery and pressed the tube and bit the tube into my lip. Did some pretty good damage. So, and then they gave me this. I have to show you this. This is actually like a little corset, because they ended up doing, basically removing the breast. They did preserve the nipple, which I'm really pleased for aesthetics, but they also did a surgery up underneath my armpit to biopsy the lymph nodes to see if those were invaded at all. Like I said, it went smoothly. It was, the people were great. It's interesting, you know, we always talk about, maybe you're familiar with this or not, I've been hearing a lot about it lately too, is when the opportunity is right for you, you attract it. When you've kind of uplifted your energy, your vibe, so to speak, your frequency, that everything exists in the same space. So when you once you've reached that point of being able to, that's what's next, then you obviously, what appears to be attracting the opportunities, when in fact it's just coming into existence, or visible in your own personal existence. And the reason I say that is because my oncologist was briefly familiar with, and I mentioned her before, with oils. She's only recently started using them herself, but not familiar with how they work. But obviously this word's passing on, because as I was going into surgery yesterday, the nurse that was taking me in asked me about aromatherapy. So, I mean, we had this kind of a long walk on the gurney through various hallways, and but he asked me what I was doing with it, and so I started talking about it for as long as I had. And then just as we entered the OR, he informed me that one of the local hospitals around here was actually administering lavender to people to help calm them down for relaxation. And, well, that is cool. It's something that I obviously manifested, because what I'm wanting to do really is improve people's experiences of oils, and educate health professionals around them. And so I'm thinking, is this, because he mentioned the hospital and what they used to do, and I'm thinking, okay, was this something that of course it is. It appeared as an opportunity, so I'm going to seize this opportunity. I'm going to actually contact this hospital and even offer to give a free little, free information content on why it's not advisable to use lavender in an OR. For one thing, we don't even know what kind it is, number one. And number two, if it's got a high linalool content in it, that cannot be being mixed with these sedatives. I mean, they dropped me so hard yesterday. I mean, the first thing that went out, I could still see people walking around at my feet, but my hearing went out. I lost all sense of hearing, and then the shades went down, and I was gone. It's been a long time since I've had general anesthesia, so that was an interesting experience, and I still have cotton mouth. I mean, I think I'm still detoxing from that. But the funny thing about it was overall fun. Believe it or not, I'm sore like you wouldn't believe. They had to inject my lymph nodes or my system with blue dye in order to identify the nodes under my arm. And so, of course, that is all coming out now. In all respects, if you can only imagine what I'm saying. And then they tried to give me something to eat afterwards, suggesting that I try a graham cracker or saltine, and for some reason salt sounded really, really good. So I opted for the saltine crackers, and they were like, we have apple juice if you want some. I'm like, no, just water. Ice water sounds good. Ice water and saltine. Well, the funny part about all of that is I felt like a raccoon, because as they gave me a single cracker, I took a bite of it, and I couldn't even chew. I mean, I could chew it, but it wasn't moistening. And so my son was sitting there, and he kept handing me the water. I felt like a stinking raccoon because I had no saliva, and I still have very little. It's still dry mouth. Oh, so I don't really have much more to say today, other than I'm relieved that this part is over. It has officially gotten real, and but I'm not going to stop with my pursuit to help the medical world, or not help them, but introduce the medical world to an entirely different perspective. Blood thinners, no blood thinners before. I'm going to put that link to that document here in the description box. I'm also doing a list of sedative oils that cannot be used the day of when you're going to be put under. And then, of course, the blood thinners afterwards, you want to use some of them, because that's one of the things they tried to prevent. They put these little things on my legs yesterday that was, they would fill it up with air and then release. And it was like massaging my calves to prevent blood clots. So that's the case. I have the blood thinning oils. So again, check that out. Please look at that document. Like I said, I'm going to include oils not to use right before surgery, or the day of surgery, or even 24 hours before surgery. I would just forget about that. I mean, they don't necessarily, it depends on how much you use, but at least the day of, and if your surgery is first thing in the morning, then you need to probably quit the day before. That's how I'll say that. But other than that, I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing good. And I just wanted to say hi and let you know that everything went smoothly. And we'll be back tomorrow. Don't know with what, but this is it's going to be an interesting journey, and I appreciate you hanging with me. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later.